guys, welcome back to BL World Drama, your go-to source for the juiciest scandals in the world of BL and GLs. From trending hashtags to sizzling social media drama, I've got it all. Join me as I dive deep into the lives of your favorite stars with exclusive updates, secrets, and interviews that will keep you hooked. Subscribe now, ring the bell, and let's dive into the glitz, the glam, and the scandalous world of BL&GLs. So let's get right into it. So, with all that, Evil also said that Becky had like an event in Paris from a brand that like Pichen and Idol Factory were trying to block because they wanted Friend to be included. And now that Friend wasn't included, they felt like Becky wasn't part of the brand, and that brand is L'Oreal. Yeah, they are having like an event in Paris whereby Idol Factory on the next day after like people were causing drama and all that because of the car brand deal in China and then the brand deal in Europe that Evil had like shine light to. Like people were complaining and people were tagging Idol Factory and accusing them why they were doing that to Becky. So I think the next day Idol Factory got wind of everything that was happening, and the next day they did post like the event that Becky was going to be indeed in Paris, I think from the 30th to the 4th, the L L'Oreal like brand, and she was going to be alone. Now, F stands and some of the Freenbecky fandom were not happy about this because allegedly, I think in March, I'm not sure again, they did like a live, both Friend and Becky like promoting like the brand, the L'Oreal brand. So like people expected them to like be part of this brand together. But unfortunately, Becky was the only one taken this time to be, I think, a friend of L'Oreal or an influencer. I don't know, or I don't think she's a brand ambassador, but I think she's just an influencer or a friend to the brand. So she's going there. She's going to like for an event and all that. And the F stands were upset, and one of them even went ahead and said that they should tag L'Oreal UK and I think Italy, all those brands, US, and ask them to like include Friend to the Becky trip to Paris. So like it was, for me it is just low because I'm sure these people have done enough of their research to choose Becky and not Friend. Or maybe, you never know, maybe they wanted both, but Friend couldn't go because maybe she had a prior engagement or she had something else to do. Sometimes it's not a competition of who gets what and who doesn't get what. Sometimes there's so many things that work behind on the background that fans necessarily might not know. It might be so many things. It might be the video scandal and how people have been going to different brands that actually work with Friend and like spew hate and like tag these brands. Maybe L or Real didn't want to be associated with that. It might be Becky. Friend has other prior engagements on those specific dates and couldn't be able to attend with Becky. It might be she wasn't maybe able to get a visa in time to attend that event. Like there's so many things might have hindered her to be part of the team, and it wasn't necessarily like a competition, or maybe L or Real are the only people at Idol Factory are the only people who can say the real reason why she wasn't included in the team. Now, because of that, some other fans also decided to take it upon themselves to contact like L or Real US and UK to make sure that they don't like listen to the plies of the F stands, and they had to make sure that they would like put information, contact information, so that they could be contacted and people can say that they don't want F to be part of like their brand of or part of that trip because of her queer baiting scandals and all that. So like it was now everyone was working for and against Friend. So I don't know where that has reached. I don't know if Idol Factory will change and say that Friend is part of like the trip, or it will still remain that it's Becky. Another thing that happened this week was the discovery of some IG accounts, two IG accounts, and those IG accounts were linked to Becky and Seng. And because one, like Becky, like Seng's account, like followers, like his friends followed that account the most, so it was linked to Seng, and another account was linked to Becky. I don't know specifically why this account was linked to Becky, but I think it's because both Friend and Becky were following that account. Both accounts are private, so I wasn't able to get anything from it. And this is not the first time like these people, fans are thinking that these accounts are these artist finsters. There was another one for Friend that I did find like a few like months ago, I think around August. Not around, was it around August? Yeah, around August, after she posted like the picture of her getting flowers from Seng, and then she deleted the picture, the story. So there was an account that came out that she was following, and I think Seng was following it too, that people purported that it was her Finsta. I'm also going to put it here. So people are still investigating and all that. There were rumors that the account said to be Becky's Nat was following it. Someone did say that, and then they said that Nat quickly unfollowed when people realized it. And I'm here shocked. How did they know that? Yeah, Nat, they can't know Nat is following it if like all the names of everyone that you're following that is also following account comes on top of there. So again, that person did delete, I think, the tweet, and the tweet is no longer there. So I can't confirm or deny it. So that was it. So like the investigation still goes on. Will they ever find out? No, because the accounts are private. Will those accounts ever be like put to the public? I don't think so, especially if it's their finsters. So that is that. So it did like bring like a huge debate back and forth, with everyone trying to figure out whose account that is. So another thing that did happen is Evil Becky's e-spirit came back again, and this time it was after like I think, I don't know what was happening, what was really happening. I'm not sure, but he did come back and said, I think it's, yeah, it was still about people talking about the friend saying issue. He came back, or she or they came back and said that the Seng was part of Idol Factory. He was a shareholder of Idol Factory, and I was like, if you know, I did a whole video about like if is Seng really like part of Idol Factory. My investigation was inconclusive because I couldn't find like any evidence to point him to be like a part of like the owner of Idol Factory. Everything was circumstantial and nothing was like really concrete. So he produced like some evidences. I'm not sure, don't quote me. I don't know if those evidence are really true or like are made up or anything. And it is in Thai, so you can just go and look at it for yourself. If they are, again, any Thai subscribers, please tell us if this is like real or not, because I couldn't understand the language and I couldn't find anything to like to prove or disapprove it. So again, another thing, like I had heard about rumors of the Honey Lime company, but when I had rumors about it, I didn't think that the company was like Saint was part of the company, because there were some rumors, I think in August, yeah, whereby like some actors who were under Idol Factory were removing like the Idol Factory name from their Instagram account and adding Honey Lime Entertainment. And I thought maybe they were just moving from the company. I wanted to do a video about it, but because Friend and Becky didn't change like their info. I felt like maybe these are just people who like decided to find better opportunities. Sure, I didn't take like much consideration to it, but apparently Saint did an interview when he was asked by the press during his like press tour for Death Is All Around. He did say like he's opening like, or he has opened Honey Lime Entertainment, like who will solely be there for their actors. So that is it. That's when I knew that it was part of Science project. So people are saying that the what the Honey Lime Entertainment is like three-way. It's Saint, Sang, and Friend. I'm sorry for that, no pun intended. Yeah, it's for three people. So people are saying that Seng is also a shareholder in this and Friend is also a shareholder in this. So we are waiting to see. Saint didn't necessarily say like who his co-owners are, but that's what he said. So he also spoke on like the girls. He said that there are changes in the company. They have like hired security guards to follow the girls all the time to ensure their privacy. They have like hired lawyers to be part of their team, like I think 24/7. And the lawyer who was like put to handle like matters, I think internationally and locally, he's just a consultant for the company. They're also like the company is also following up on the current cases. There are a conversation about appropriateness and security. The first priority is the girls' security, and then increase measures in taking care of the girls' mental states. Saint also talks about how he checks up on the girls and how like the girls will share I assume share their story, I think, and how they feel and all that. Like it's a lot. I've put here the whole translation of everything that Saint said. I wasn't able to get a video whereby specifically someone like translated word for word as he spoke. I'm still looking for that video. If I do find it, I'll be able to post it so that you guys can be able to see it. He also talked about like Friend changing her residency and all that, and how he helped like Friend find new home, and it was so many things. He talked about so many things, and how Friend's mental state is much better, and how she's ready to work now, and all that. I think because of the break she had, because she did take some days off. So maybe that's what he meant. So what happened after that was Becky's spirit came back, and he said that, or they said, or she said, I don't know their sex. So this is what she said, that the video, because people now were alleging that it was different cases, because Saint did speak on like she was asked about why Seng's case was over, but his was still going on. And people said now came forward and said it was different cases and it was different videos. They were talking about different videos. And I'm shocked because the video of Friend being leaked on Twitter, I haven't seen any video of Friend being leaked on Twitter in a compromising situation, apart from the same video where Seng is. And if it is, if there is another video of Friend that was leaked on Twitter, please let me know, direct me to that video, because if it is, because now people are saying it's different cases, different videos, and the video that was leaked, I think the 10 seconds video or the 14 seconds video, it was sang with someone called Sugars, or someone, they say it's sang Sugar Mommy or something. And I'm here thinking, then where is Friend's video? Because why would Friend come forward and say that the video and the pictures that have been leaked online are true, are real? Which pictures or videos? And she did specifically say they were on Twitter. So which videos and pictures was like friend talking about? Please, for the people who are saying that that video is not friend, please direct us to where friend's video was leaked, because I don't understand. Was she apologizing for a video where she was drinking tea, or she was making her hair, or she was eating? Because I don't understand, because I haven't seen any other video that is on Twitter of her that is in a compromising situation apart from that. So yeah, let us know. And Becky E Spirit also said that it was a lie. What Saint said was a lie, that friend still lives at the same apartment where she used to live when her video was like captured, and she still like shares that apartment, or like Seng spends a lot of time in that apartment and all that. So that did happen. And then after like the whole issue of Saint like coming up and talking in that event, later on another thing happened that was shocking. Friend posted a picture on her story of like the, what do I say, the clouds, or like the ceiling, and she had curtains on. I don't know if she did it deliberately, or she just didn't notice like what it was going to bring. But I do believe she's a very smart woman, so she might have been kind of trolling people. Don't quote me again. She might have been kind of trolling people, and now, because there were rumors that people were questioning whether she had really changed her residency, so I don't know, maybe she was showing that where she lives now, like the next part, because there was rumors that where she lived, like the next building was an abandoned building, and now she is showing like there's another like structure that is fully done opposite her. So maybe she was trying to tell people, yes, I have moved on, but what people could only focus was on the curtains. So there were like memes made about someone on top of a roof still taking pictures, because at the end of the day, even though she is like showing the next building and she has curtains on, the curtains are not drawn, they're still open, so people can still look and see what's inside. So that happened. And then because of like the complaints of friend not like getting enough work and all that from F stands and from other Freenbecky like fans, like Idol Factory released that Friend was going to have a concert with Friend and Friends in Indonesia, and we saw like Nam and I think Heng like do a video and say that they were going to be part of like the event. And then there was a picture that was released like with no faces, and people quickly like took one of the picture or someone whose face was covered and wrote Seng to be part of the event. And then like the real picture was quickly like released, whereby they showed everyone that was going to be part of the Friend and Friends concert. And some fans were like upset because they wanted like Becky to be part of the event, and they couldn't understand why Becky wasn't. Some of the Beastans, or most of the Beastans, were actually really excited that Becky wasn't part of the event. And some of them like were saying it was because of, I think, Indonesia, it's a highly populated Muslim country, and they don't like, are not too kind to LGBTQIA community, and they were afraid that if they include Becky, when they necessarily like, not necessarily, when they are part of a ship and they have acted on a GL show, it would like put their lives in danger when they get to Indonesia. So I think that's why Idol Factory decided to go with Friend and Friends, and then maybe later on they will do another one with Becky and Friends, probably. I don't know. The event is going to be on November, I think 3rd. It has been released, and that, and some fans really like, sometimes fans go really low, because some fans said this is a Friend and event, as far as I know, Becky is wifey. And if it was like an event where Becky was included, it will be Fane, and friends. Why not Fane, and friends? Why not Becky, Fane, and friends? Like, for you to like remove entirely this girl's name, like she's not of value. Like, it says how low you think of her and how low you think of her abilities and her talents. Like, you should include her name and not like regard her as a plus one to friend. Like, friend is the one who always pulls her, or is the one who like is the one who holds her, that without friend she probably wouldn't be where she is without friend, which is not right. If you are going to include her in anything, please use her name, because she is a person, she is a talented actor, she is a singer. So please, like, if you're going to like include her, you can just say friend Becky and friends. It's just that simple. So that's what happened. Again, another thing that did happen was like Evil also came forward and said that like Idol Factory wanted to include like Becky in the event, but Becky's family refused, and friend and Pichen went to the extent of calling like Becky's mom the B word. I don't know, I'm not sure about that, but that's what he's they said. Allegedly Pichen did that. And like Becky's parents and family didn't want Becky to be part of like that event, because again, I think they knew about Indonesia and everything like their daughter might face, so they did refuse to attend that. And Evil said that again, a friend had Pichen say that. So that got me questioning, is Evil like, does Evil work for Idol Factory, or does the person who has been giving Evil all this information, does that person work for Idol Factory? Because Evil is very hell-bent on saying that the stalker is part of Idol Factory. And here he said that my friend had Pichen said this. So that is something fishy there. I don't know. But I haven't seen like Idol Factory said they fired anyone apart from their team. So don't they know that there's someone inside their circle sabotaging them? Or they do know, but they're just ignoring, or they don't have concrete evidence who that person is. So I think it's time for Idol Factory to wake up and clean house before their house is brought down. So that's all I'm going to say. And then today morning there was a competition about Friend and Becky, and how like Friend is going to Indonesia and Becky is going to like Paris, and how which one is better and who is not better, and like misguided translations that came from Weibo all their way to Twitter, and how like some information was left out and all that. So, and like people started rallying up and people started going back and forth with the words, the B stance and the F stance. So it was like a whole thing. So I'm going to put like the screenshots of like that whole thing that happened. So like it has been a long week. We still haven't gotten any information about the Tabao box sets being better box sets being taken off the site. Allegedly, we still haven't gotten information. I did this video last week Friday, so it's been a week. Idol Factory hasn't said anything. Today friend Becky and have started their Uranus workshop. So I hope everything goes like the way they want to. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if like there is any other statement from Idol Factory either this week or next week, because at this point like we get set every single week. So if you haven't subscribe, turn on the post notification, give me a thumbs up, and tell me in the comment section if there's anything that did happen this week that I did miss. and I'll see you in my next video. And tell me also about this whole thing, evil spirit. Do you believe he's like part of IDF, or do you believe that the person feeding the information is part of IDF and Idol Factory does know about it, or they just not, they're oblivious to the whole situation and what is happening inside their own company, and if they should clean shop? And just tell me about everything. Do you also believe that Seng is really part of Idol Factory and is also part of this new company, Honey Lime Entertainment? So let me know. Tell me all, like, what you think in the comment section, and let's talk about it. So bye guys.